Welcome back to another video, guys. Today we're going to check out this historic lighthouse just minutes away from Miami, Florida. I'm talking about Key Biscayne. This lighthouse from the 1800s has dealt with attacks, fires, hurricanes, and there's just so much to learn about. I'm very excited, but first we're going to do the fun thing. We're going to go all the way up, all 109 steps to the very top. I'm going to show you guys the entire view from up there. I've actually never been inside this lighthouse, so I'm kind of nervous, but we're going to go check it out. It's a first for me, and hopefully you guys will learn a thing or two after we come back down from the lighthouse, and then I'll tell you guys about the hours and the days that you could come by to check it out. So this is the line to get inside of the lighthouse here in Key Biscayne, Bill Baggs Cape Florida State Park. All right, we are going inside now. Here are the hours that they're open: 1 to 2 p.m. in the afternoon, 10 to 11 in the morning. Oh, wow. It's a long way up. Oh my goodness. I've been to the lighthouse in St. Augustine. This is a first for me down here. Assuming it gets tighter and tighter the higher you go. Oh, my microphone just came off. It gave me a mini heart attack. Oh my goodness. This thing is old, from the 1800s. It was used back in the day for obvious reasons, so ships can see where the land is. There was a Seminole Indian attack here once. All right, we have our first window, at least that I've noticed. Oh wow. So the city is down that way. I am sweating so much. It's getting steeper and narrower. I feel the wind from outside. Oh, Jesus. It's gonna suck going down. All right, we're doing this. Oh. All right, this is the steepest here. Yeah. Wow. That is steep. Oh, this is scary. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Take a picture of you guys, please.
Oh, this is terrifying.
Don't drop, keep coming up and down. Sadly.
Wow.
Look at me.
Okay, so once you get to the top, you have to circle around, and it's kind of sketchy because it's very, very narrow. As you guys can see, it's about got this much space between the rail. But this is all of Bill Baggs Cape Florida State Park. All of this right here, Key Biscayne, is off in the distance. Those buildings you see right there is part of Key Biscayne. And then even further down, you have downtown Miami, Miami Beach right over there. This is all part of the Key Biscayne Park. So if you guys ever come here, it's only $4 if you're by yourself in the car, $8 if you have 2 or more people in your car. And come through the hours that the lighthouse is open, and it's free to go inside. Of course, if you're afraid of heights, don't do it. I'm scared of heights, and I'm kind of calm right now, but I was sweating going up, and I'm getting kind of nervous about going down too. Oh, here we have a little window. Pretty cool with the reflection. Oh my God. This thing is just so old. So I know that this thing is old, but it has withstood many powerful hurricanes. 1926 hurricane, there was a hurricane in the 1930s. There's Hurricane Andrew, even though that passed a little further south towards Homestead. It's had its fair share of bad weather and strong winds, especially being on the coast, and it's survived, so kind of trust it. And here's the very top of the lighthouse. Pretty cool. Got to kind of duck here. Ooh. Make sure you don't get hit right here. That's why they have this little padding. The way the stairs shake, it's like literally rocking. It's like we're suspended and being held from the top. Oh, yeah, the stairs are literally swaying. It's crazy. I just realized, yeah, they're not attached to anything along the walls. So it's all being held from the top to bottom. Ground level. Here's a little bit of information about the lighthouse. Alright, last time I came here, this was not open, but I guess it is now. Hopefully we get some information on what this house is. It's probably outside, but we'll see. This is cool. Hi. Oh, this is cool. They're actually selling the lighthouse. So you get to know a little bit about the different lighthouse keeper through the years that they were on duty. This one from 1825 through 1836, 1846 through 1852. Here's a really old photo. I think that's the house we're in right now, and then the lighthouse. And let's check out upstairs. Oh, this is so cool. Wow. So this is an old bedroom here. Let's see. Let's see over here, we got another bedroom. Oh my goodness, just imagine back in the day, no air conditioning. It's kind of warm and humid in here right now. It looks like a baby crib in here, baby's room. We got a doll there with small chairs. But just imagine, no air conditioning here. It's very narrow in here, I'll tell you that. And the ceiling is literally curves up. Check out this gown right here. I just noticed it on the bed. I wonder if these are all original pieces. I think we have another spot to check out back here, directly behind the house. So if you come here, you can watch a little video about it called Coming Out of the Dark. 18 minutes long, and it just automatically loops the story about the lighthouse. They have some seating in here. Like I said, it's very hot in here. I'm not sure what these vents are for. I don't think there's any air coming out. No. Either way, the door is open. But yeah, this is all really cool. Like I said, I've been here before. It's just everything was closed. So you gotta make sure you check the schedule if you want to come here and check out all the buildings that are open, and especially the lighthouse, because there's a lot to see, and we're about to go learn about the lighthouse. I'm gonna go look for some information and then share it with you guys. So this is the lighthouse keeper's cottage. It was completed in July of 1825. It was originally a 2-story cottage, as you see here. I say originally because this is actually a replica. Unfortunately, I came out, thinking I would just stood in like history, and no, this is a replica. This was burned down to the ground in 1836 after a Seminole attacked the area. The lighthouse caught fire. There was a whole battle in there. Someone died. It was just crazy. But yeah, in 1836, it was attacked. It was damaged in 1835, just a year prior, by a major hurricane. And then in the 1920s, shoreline erosion washed the cottage away. This cottage, the one before this one, washed away right into the sea, which is literally just feet away. And then in 1969, the state of Florida built the cottage, a replica of it, which is what you see today. So unfortunately, I thought this was the original. The lighthouse is original. I'm sure they've done improvements to it. But this cottage right here is not original. It was recreated and made to look like the original one. This looks like the thing from Shrek. Look at that. I think it's just a storage. I don't think we go in there. Yeah, it's just a storage, but it's so cool. It's behind this one, the second house we went to, and then the cottage is right there. Okay, so I'm seeing here in the timeline of Key Biscayne, the Seminoles attacked the lighthouse in 1836. They established a military fort near the lighthouse in 1838. And in 1856, the government rebuilt the lighthouse and increased its height. So this lighthouse you see here was shorter. And of course, the attack happened here in 1836. And I guess it dealt so much damage that they just had to rebuild most of it. And with that came increase in height. By the way, that is where we were at the tippity top. I don't know if that looks high, but it is very high up there. And then as we make our way down this way, it's the front of the cottage, the replica, the fake. So this is crazy. This marker right here was on land 300 feet south of the lighthouse, but by 1883, it had disappeared into the sea as the shoreline eroded. This is in 1883. In 1988, local professional land surveyors located this marker in 12 feet of water. So this marker right here was somewhere in the ocean between 1883 and 1988. That is crazy that they even found it in 12 feet of water. Piece of history, I gotta touch it. Wow, that's crazy. On my way back to the lighthouse, I'm reading here about the attack in 1836. Seminole struck the lighthouse. Assistant keeper John Thompson was severely wounded, and his assistant Aaron Carter was killed. I'm seeing outside of the entrance, by the way, this is where the entrance and the tours start, 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. No tours on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I'm seeing here, basically like if we were looking through the lighthouse, you can see all the stairs we went up through. Apparently there are 109 steps bolted to a central column, cast in 3 separate widths. So yeah, basically all of this down here. It's not bolted to the sides, so that's why we had that swaying going on, which got me kind of nervous, but it's normal. And you can see here as well, the stairs, and then that central column that holds the entire thing. Right across from the sign, we see some examples of that, the stairs. This is a ladder to the lantern room. This is the steel lantern room right here, which we got a peek of it once we were upstairs. I'm seeing F right here. Is a column and disc that anchors the stairs and the spider beams and supports the weight of the lantern and lens. So this is this big piece you see right here. I love just how much information they give us of this lighthouse. Like I keep thinking that the video is just gonna end and I've gotta like wrap it up, but no, this is the restoration process of the lighthouse. So you can see all the scaffolding, everything they did to restore it, and then we have a timeline on the restoration. So it was built and it was originally 65 feet tall with wooden stairs. Everything in there is not wooden anymore, it's cast iron now. It was rebuilt with cast iron stairs. And then in 1855, the tower was raised from 65 feet to 95 feet, and the stairs were obviously extended. 1866, the lighthouse was repaired. 1966, just 100 years later, it was purchased by the state of Florida. The lighthouse renovated again from 68 to 1970, and then it was restored to the 1855 specifications in 1996. So this is an old damaged brick, and everything was restored. So this is an example of the damaged brick that they had. So there you have it. The old Cape Florida lighthouse from the 1820s underwent some attacks, fires, erosion, extensive damage to the cottage that no longer exists because it was washed away. And we got to go see it. This is a video I did not plan. I mean, I wanted to make this video for some time, but I finally got out here on the right day at the right time that everything was open. And I thought, why not make a video for you guys to see? Hopefully you can appreciate the history, the rich history here in South Florida. I've done a lot of history videos. This is going to be filed in the playlist on historic videos across Miami Beach, Miami, and now Key Biscayne. So with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.